Good day everyone. Today I will be presenting my undergraduate thesis with the title of Microplastics Occurrence in the Sediments of Fishing Villages of Barangay Bangkalaan, Balabac, Palawan. And my name is J.R. Jamaa and I am from BS Fisheries 4A. For the introduction, marine litter has been considered one of the biggest and most complex global environmental challenges according to Ferreira et al. 2021. Plastic debris or microplastics has been identified as a potential human health issue according to Vitak and Leslie 2016. According to the study of Sojourner et al. In the year 2022, examination of microplastics in beach sands of Palawan and their potential effects are still lacking. And this study served as a startup investigation of microplastics in Barangay Bangkalaan. And this is my study area. As you can see, Barangay Bangkalaan is consists of two different islands. The first one is the main island, which is Barangay Bangkalaan, consists of 5 sitios. And the second one is Matambuli Island, consists of 2 sitios. And this barangay is also the top producer of fishing commodities in the whole municipality of Balabac. The objectives of my study is to determine the presence of microplastic in the fishing villages of Barangay Bangkalaan, and the second one is to determine the characteristics and classification of microplastics if there are any. For the methods, a 30-meter transect line was laid in the highest tidal zone, parallel to the shoreline. Sampling was done using composite sampling, and 50 grams of sediment was collected in each quadrat using a metal hand trowel, and the sediment samples were collected and placed in an aluminum foil to avoid any more microplastics contamination. And this is my photo during my sampling collection in the study site. For the methods, the first one is drying the sediments for 40 hours at 80 degrees Celsius. And next one is to remove any organic matter. The samples were mixed with 75 ml of potassium hydroxide solution. Next one is samples were incubated for 40 hours at 40 degrees Celsius. Next one is washing and oven drying at 65 degrees Celsius for 40 hours. And then samples underwent a flotation method by adding a sodium chloride solution. Number 6 is filtration using a Wattmann filter, and the filter paper was placed in a clean petri dish and dried. And filter paper was observed under a microscope and then counted one by one and then confirmed using a hot needle test. And this is my photo during in the laboratory during my microplastics extraction. For the result and discussion, microplastics in the sediments of fishing villages in Barangay Bangkalaan was confirmed, with a total of 60 microplastics in residential areas and 33 in the non-residential areas. Out of 14 sites investigated, 11 or 78.57% sites have the presence of microplastics, and all residential sites have a presence of microplastics, while there are only 4 out of 7 sites in the non-residential areas. As you can see, in the figure number 3, that is the microplastics in residential sites, and in the figure number 4 is the microplastics in the non-residential sites. There are 5 shapes of microplastics extracted from the residential sites, mainly fiber, fragment, film, spherule, and filament. Likewise, there is no spherule found in the non-residential sites. And this is the total number of microplastics found. As you can see, fragment and fiber have the same amount, which is 42 amount, in comprising the 45% of all microplastic found, or 90% of all the microplastic found. And figure number 6 is a comparison of microplastics in the non-residential and residential sites. And this is the color of microplastics found. As you can see, blue has the highest amount, while the second one is black, while the least amount found is the purple. And here is the photo of the microplastic extracted. As you can see, this one is the fragment, this one is fiber, this one is filament, this one is filament, and this one is spherule. For the conclusion, this study confirmed the occurrence of microplastics in the sediments of fishing villages of Barangay Bangkalaan. The residential sites have a higher abundance than the non-residential. The characteristics of microplastics in terms of shapes were mainly fragment, fiber, and filament, including film. In terms of colors, the colors found are blue, black, white, red, yellow, green, orange, transparent, and blue. For the recommendation, appropriate action and furthermore studies must be conducted before the problem gets worsened. Future studies should focus on the effects of microplastics in seafoods such as fish, shellfish, and seaweeds, and how to lessen and mitigate the impact of these microplastics. Proper strategies, strict implementation of existing laws, and community participation are needed to address and cope with this problem. Local government units should intensify solid waste management and educate the public on the effects of plastics pollution, including microplastics pollution. Thank you very much.